It's been an exceptionally good month for Indian sport. The outing at the Commonwealth Games is proof that there are sports other than cricket that can flourish in India. But is the system our enemy? That's a question we are asking our panel of guests who are joining us today. Nikhil Chopra, former Indian cricketer, is with us. He, of course, can't say how happy he is about the comparison with cricket. Former athlete Sunita Godara also joining us, and in the studio with me is Pradeep Mack, journalist. We will, of course, debate this question, the big question that all started yesterday. It all started at the India Today Women's Summit and Awards, where a freewheeling, no-holds-barred conversation, ace racketeers revealed perhaps more than they had intended to. The IOA stood completely exposed on the stage that was closely watched across the country. Here's what happened next.
Three women from very different backgrounds, with different personality traits, who are united by their exploits in the field of play.
India Today Women's Summit and Awards saw our sportswomen raising a racket, and rightfully so.
As soon as you're recalled to the Indian team or you're back to the Indian team, you don't have to worry about anything other than getting on the field and practicing and playing for India. Everything else is taken care of. Right now, we've got back from the Commonwealth Games. We've got half of our TADA. We haven't got full of it. I don't know if you guys have.
Oh, we got it.
Oh.
And while the racketeers laughed it off while on stage, Headlines Today sat down with Jwala Gutta, Deepika Pallikal and PV Sindhu to know more about what happens when they make the country proud, but the country is looking elsewhere.
Cricket is always going to be, the most elite sport in the country.
My father loves cricket.
Yeah. When we win a medal, a little acknowledgement, Jwala, you've done a great job.
Fact is, the government can step in, but will it step in is the question.
We've been told that we're getting amount of money and we haven't got the full. Even in the smallest of the thing, we're still facing problems. You can only imagine how bigger the problems are actually happening. He could really help all the sports policies. I would really request him personally, please go see what's happening for sports and probably see that the sports goes at the highest level.
Not Indian enough, being made to ask for promised rewards. And that's only in the last 1 month. What's needed is a complete overhaul.
Well, this is not a new allegation that sportsmen, athletes in fact, other than cricketers, have made time and again. Nothing new that most of our commentators would have heard of. Now, let me begin by asking first question to Mr. Magazine. So, this is not something new that these athletes have said. In India, it has been time and again we have seen that any athlete other than cricketers, they get a stepchild-like treatment. Nobody take cares of them. It's only they come into the highlight only when they win medals. Do you think the system is actually the enemy?
Well, if the athletes, see, one part of the problem is that cricket is the most popular sport in India. It gets huge sponsorship money and cricketers get a lot of money. So I don't think you can blame cricket for that. But the problem here is when athletes say that even whatever little is promised to them by the government, money is not paid to them on time, it gets delayed, what is their due, what the government says they will pay them for winning medals, their allowances are not paid in full. So if that's a serious problem. That means the officials who run sports in this country care two hoots about the people because of whom they are officials. So it's a sad state of affairs which has been happening over the years, and it's still continuing despite all the exposés and all of us talking about it, which is shocking, of course, but it's also a very sad reflection of the people who run sports in our country.
Nikhil, coming to you, you are a cricketer, of course, and I mean, of course, nobody's taking away the hard work that the cricketers put in, and also no comparison, of course, in terms of what the cricketer deserves. But as athlete, as somebody who has also given his sweat, his blood on the field, don't you sometimes feel for these athletes, for our racketeer, for our badminton players, for our other sportsmen, hockey people, they don't get their dues. Sometimes, don't you think that cricketers should also, in tandem, raise voice for them?
Well, absolutely. If there's an opportunity, I guess I'll be the first one to go out there and stand next to my fellow athletes, no matter what which discipline they come from. You know, you raise a very pertinent question. Why not other sportsmen, athletes get their due? You know, there are very few basic points. Like Mr. Magazine said, leave aside cricket, because cricket is run like a private body. It's an autonomous body. BCCI, all credit to them. How they've been able to churn money is because of the popularity. But all the other federations, as per my understanding, come under the umbrella of the Indian government, Sports Authority of India. Now, you know, basic checkpoints. You have a couple of athletes who reach the national level. Certain amount of money should be given. Certain jobs in public sector, CSR is there. Certain PSUs, that if you reach a certain level, this is the level you're going to be. You get a medal in Asian Games, give them 70 lakhs per individual. They get a gold, give them a couple of crores. Commonwealth Games, same thing. Then you have the Olympics, give them, and it's got to be followed. Why weren't these athletes paid? And of course, you know, with the government running all the other federations or under their wings, you look at a lot of our athletes, Ankit, you know, who have served the country, who have made the country proud.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, because the popularity is not there, the money is not there, some of them, you know, it is difficult for them to get their ends to meet after they retire from sport. You got to think of a sportsman, fair enough, you know, he spends till the age of 35 in competing sports. His 50% of life is after that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's a sportsman's life on the other side of 35 as well.
Important point you're making there, Nikhil. Sunita Godare, you have been an athlete yourself. Things have changed. Now it's being said that a lot of focus is on other sports too. But despite that, it seems that only promises are being made. Nothing is being done to follow them up.
See, promises are made and the few sports have become commercialized, but not as compared to cricket. BCCI has brought a lot of commercialization into sports, but the problem is our other sports federations have failed to bring commercialization, bring endorsement for the athletes, because they never think of any betterment or any benefits to go to the sports person. So that's the main problem. But here I want to make a point that what government is doing. As per sports policy, cricket comes in C category. A and B category games should get more benefits, but all the stadiums are given to the cricket, and no other sports except one or two tennis stadiums. The other federations don't have any stadiums. So the infrastructure, the best infrastructure is given to cricket by the government, and tax exemption which is given to the cricket, it is if you consider all sports budget is compared to what tax exemption they are getting, and then also BCCI is saying we are not taking any penny from the government, whereas all the stadiums, tax exemption, they are getting the best amount from the government.
Well, a lot
now
needs to be.
When we talk about the sports,
of course.
You know, if they
Sunita,
stop,
you're making some
they
pertinent
are
points. I'll come back to you. We'll
emblem.
continue the debate. In fact, the women's archery team have scripted history, winning the gold at the World Cup in Poland. India beat Mexico 6-0 to bag the recurve women's gold medal. The 2010 Commonwealth Games gold medalist Deepika Kumari led the team to gold medal, shooting 3 of the Indian team's 5 scores of 10. The team blanked Mexico 6-0 to claim pole position in Poland. While the Asian Games in touching distance, the win will be a big confidence booster for the women's recurve team. Mr. Magazine, there has been a lot of talk about the potential Indian sport has. We also talk about why doesn't a country of more than 1 billion is able to perform as well as most expect them on the world stage, especially at Olympics. Do you feel the handicaps are in the system? The government so far has been saying a lot, but is it time for other federations, despite all the perils, to be made free to for them to allow to be run as the BCCI?
Look, you can't run other sports like BCCI simply for the reason that BCCI gets a lot of sponsorship money. So that's, we have to ask sponsors that why aren't they funding other sports? Their reason for not funding other sports would be obvious. It's not that other sports like badminton or athletics are hugely funded by internationally as well. They are not. But the problem in India lies that there is, government provides infrastructure to all sportsmen at the grassroots level to develop and to grow. That infrastructure is lacking. Then comes the officialdom. The officials are so self-seeking, they just don't care. So there is corruption, there is lack of sponsorship money, there is lack of accountability. There are various reasons why Indian sports other than cricket is not growing in terms of money in this country. Let's not blame cricket for that. Cricket is not at fault why other sports are not growing. The reasons why other sports are not growing are very obvious, which we all know, which these athletes also have discussed yesterday.
Absolutely. Nikhil, like you see the pro kabaddi coming in, a lot of interest in the hockey league that has also started. Do you now hope that apart from cricket, these sports will also get their due? Because I'm sure you've been meeting a lot of sports persons, a lot of athletes from other disciplines also, and they must be expressing their disappointment to you as well.
Well, absolutely. You know, it's great news for Kabaddi getting into this format of the league system. But it's important for people who are running the Pro Kabaddi League or whoever's tried, even the Hockey India League, you've got to try and identify who are your legendary players or legendary athletes in that particular discipline, whether it's the Pro Hockey League or the Kabaddi League, and you try and take that to the grassroots level, like Mr. Magazine says, to take that to the village. Allow live streaming in those villages as well. You know, give the kids an opportunity. If somebody is good enough, that's the level he can reach to. And also it's very important to take sport to the grassroots level. You've got to try and identify, if you've got an athlete who plays for India, you must reward him, and that reward must be heard in the years of the villages as well. So they say, well, you know, here's somebody who's been working in the fields, or, you know, this is incredible amount of talent that you've got, and he's, you know, pursued his dream. The parents themselves will say, let him pursue his dream, and that's the level he could reach.
Absolutely.
So that reward also has to come on time from the government, and it's got to be heard all over the country, in the rural areas, most importantly, because that's where passion, that's where talent is.
Absolutely. Sunita, like a lot of time, the sportsmen, especially the athletes, those are promised a lot of money. There are announcements made about, you know, crore rupee if you win the gold at the Commonwealth Games or the Asian Games. Most of them say they do not get it. It's only the announcement, the money or the laurels that are announced, they do not reach them. This must be very demotivating for athletes.
Of course, whatever Nikhil is saying is very good, means very correct. I agree. I totally agree with him. The problem is, few governments, they promise but they don't give. Like in case of Haryana, they are promising and giving, so you can see the change in Haryana. Even the women are coming, and so many medals are coming from Haryana. So we have to give incentive, and not only the state governments, now the center also has to think. Like first Bharat Ratna was given to the cricketer, first sports quota MP was nominated from the cricket. So why not give importance to other sports also by the government, by the central government? And government has to think about it, because the federations, sorry to say this, but our other sports federations, see, there's no fault in BCCI or cricketers, because they are fortunate, because their BCCI is too commercialized. But why government is giving all importance there only, the sports stars and the film stars and the politicians, they are only interested in promoting cricket, not other. See, when political will is not there, then the media also shows only cricket, because you know, whatever is getting more endorsement and more sponsorship, naturally media is going to show them.
Well,
so
of course, as a country, the blame has to be shared by all,
and but for the other sports, and the government has to take initiative.
Right, Sunita. As Sunita was saying, the media also have to take their share of blame. We focus too much on cricket, but yes, we have made a consistent effort, like during the Commonwealth Games and other events, to showcase the achievements of our other sportsmen too. We still have Pradeep Magazine, Nikhil Chopra, Sunita Godara with us, and the story really is the same across the sporting spectrum, regardless of what sport and how much publicity it gets. While shooter Anisa Saeed declined a job offer from the Maharashtra government, pinning all her hopes on CM Bhupender Singh Hooda, she is yet to get any offer from the Haryana government. The story is similar in nearby Punjab, where Hina Sidhu, a world record holder, is still waiting for the promised cash reward. A promise made by the state cabinet minister Bikram Singh Manjithia, who is also the head of the State Rifle Association. Sukhende is a weightlifter who lives in abject poverty. His father is old and non-earning, and his brother is a bus driver. His current home is old, in a bad shape, and he was promised a house after he won a silver medal at the 2010 Commonwealth Games, but he is being made to run from pillar to post for the promised flat. We all know about what happened with Sania Mirza after she was appointed the ambassador for the new state Telangana. Pakistan's daughter-in-law really is no way to brand a tennis player who broke more than one barrier for Indian women. And Saina Nehwal used the opportunity of the furore around Sania Mirza to raise her own concerns. A cash reward promised to her by the Kiran Kumar Reddy government in Andhra Pradesh is yet to be given to her. In fact, these are many of in fact hundreds of examples that are there in the country. Mr. Magazine, this is of course very demotivating. Sportsmen don't get their dues, and this is of course should be a concern on the national level. Now a new government is in charge. What are your expectations? What is a plan that the government should follow through?
Well, see, in the first place, what has happened in the Commonwealth Games, if dues have not been given, they should be paid immediately, and people who are responsible for all this mess should be held accountable. If the IOS secretary stays in a hotel, who spends and takes his relatives and his daughter's school principal on a junket on IOS accreditation, these things should be corrected. But at a larger level, as I was saying earlier, the government needs to have money to create infrastructure at the grassroots level. Unless they don't do that, unless there are coaches appointed, unless sports disciplines are identified where you feel India can do well internationally, and spend more money is spent on that.
Very quickly, do you also feel that a lot of politics is being played into it? These announcements are just for the public consumption, and actually nothing on the ground is being done.
Look, politics in the sense that most of the politicians are in all federations, but most important people are in cricket. You have today Amit Shah, who is the BJP president. He is the vice president of the board. Yeah. His son is the Gujarat Association cricket president. I think first thing he should do is to get out of it and maybe say, I would take interest in the Olympic sports.
Absolutely. Point well taken. Nikhil, Sachin Tendulkar is an MP now. He is in the Rajya Sabha. Would you expect him to raise his voice on all these concerns? What is quickly your point, that your agenda that you should think Sachin Tendulkar should take up for the betterment of sports at large?
Well, most importantly, now that he's in a very responsible chair, and we all know what a legendary figure Sachin Tendulkar is in the world of sport. So I hope he raises his voice in the Rajya Sabha and he goes and meets the Prime Minister and says, these are my guidelines. I hope we can try and formulate something for the betterment of sport. But just a quick point, Ankit, about how I think we can take things forward. Yeah. Whoever's in the central government, whichever party is in power, you formulate a policy that every Asian Game medal winner, Commonwealth Game, Olympic medal winner, these are the rewards that he'd be given. And every state government's got to follow it, whether it's giving a house, also with cash benefits, and also all international players at a certain level must be given jobs at public sector enterprises.
Absolutely.
At a certain level, so that they earn some money as well. And most importantly, all ex-India players or athletes who served the nation, their medical expenses have got to be taken care by the government.
Very important points being made by Nikhil Chopra there. Sunita Gudara, very quickly to you. Narendra Modi could not even find time to go for the felicitation ceremony that was organized for the Commonwealth Games winners. Do you believe now the political class, the ministries, and of course the government should stand up and take notice, and this is the time when a set agenda should be pursued for the upliftment of sports?
He should have been there First of all, PM should have been there, you know, when Commonwealth winners are coming, and they are given such respect, and he should have been there. First of all, now government has to increase the budget so that they can make more sports hostels, more stadiums for the Olympic sports. And for God's sake, before giving stadium to non-Olympic sport, give to Olympic sports and take interest in Olympic sports. Like Mr. Magazine is saying, I endorse what he said. I wanted to say
absolutely
that the same
time
thing,
for
that Amit Shah should be
the
in
government,
Olympic sport.
in fact, to take interest in the Olympic sports and end the sports apartheid. It's not against cricket, but all
before
sports,
giving
all
any awards
disciplines,
and rewards.
of course, all
Olympic
disciplines
sports
should be taken into consideration, and it's time that our sportsmen, our athletes get their due. Thank you so much to my guests, Mr. Pradeep Magazine, Nikhil Chopra and Sunita Godara, for joining me on this debate. And thank you all for tuning in. The news and updates on Headlines Today will continue. That's all the time I have on this show.